Good morning, everyone. And here we are starting another week off. Last week of January 2026. Hard to believe time goes by so fast. And we're looking at the gold chart. We'll just go ahead and move over to the full chart. There we go. Yeah. 15-minute chart, XAU USD. And I wake up to a new all-time high, 5,052. We got really close to it on Friday with a U.S. session, but didn't quite get up there. But that's all done and dusted now with the opening of Singapore and Asia, Asia Pacific, Singapore and Shanghai markets. And actually, we broke above 5,000 with the first candle, and that's the opening in New Zealand. It's the first market to open. New Zealand, then Australia, then Japan, then Singapore and China. That's where we are now. Singapore and Shanghai have just opened at 8 o'clock a.m. Indo-China time. And that was about a $30 move with the market opening, about a $30 move up to 5,052, a new all-time high. I know some people last week were thinking about going short on gold this week. There seems to be no stopping gold. Hey, good morning, Raj. Howard, good to see you guys. Yeah, another gap up, about a $30 gap up. Not surprising. On Friday at the close of the U.S. session, I thought about putting a buy stop, but I really don't like to hold these over the weekend because you never know. Things can just turn around really quick. That has happened to me before. Something happens on the weekend, some big geopolitical event, and then it goes the opposite direction. So I did not put a buy stop. But I kind of thought this. We've been seeing this every day last week, a new all-time high every day last week. I think it moved up on average about $100 every day last week. So what are we looking at here? Let's look for a trade setup. I don't see any trade setup in the Asia session, not in the next 2, 3, 4 hours. This is what you would call, and I cannot put any kind of a downward trend line. We know, this is all-time high. I have to wait for some consolidation here or whatever before I can put a downward trend line. And as I'm a trend line trader, I don't have a trend line. So how can I trade? Perhaps if it came down here and broke this downward trend line, I could look to go short, and then I could use my my resistance here, support and resistance line at what is that, 55017. Maybe use that as a stop loss, but that's a little bit outside of the parameters of my strategy doing that. So I would rather just wait. Just wait. There will be plenty of opportunities. And if it's not in the next 3 or 4 hours, that's okay. So my weekend was great. Thank you for asking. I saw a movie on Saturday night. I like to go to the movies. I live very close to the cinema. I saw the movie called Mercy, all about AI. It was okay, not great, but it was okay. So what we can do, we'll look over here at forexfactory.com. It's always good to be aware of the news that's coming out for this week. And we don't have anything on today or tomorrow, nothing at all. And then on Wednesday, we've got something for you guys down under. We've got the Australian CPI month on month, year on year. And you might want to be watching that if you trade the Australian dollar, the odd US, the euro, the euro odd, the pound odd, any of those Australian currencies. And then on Wednesday evening, my time in Southeast Asia, we've got the uh, interest rate on the Canadian economy, and they're projected to not lower or raise the interest rate. And then on Thursday is a big one for those of us that trade gold. That's the FOMC. That's the big one. Okay, always high impact, and they are projected to not lower or raise the interest rate. Keep it the same. Yeah, we'll wait. I don't know, but that's always high impact news. If they don't lower the interest rate, that's just going to piss off old Trumpty Dumpty even more. But we'll see what happens. As he says, let's see what happens. He says that all the time. And then we have the unemployment claims. All right. That's on Thursday. That's very, very late. That's after midnight on Wednesday in Southeast Asia. Very, very late, this FOMC. And then on Thursday is the usual unemployment claims. And then on Friday is the a little bit on the CAD, the GDP, and then PPI on the US dollar. So just be sure and check forexfactory.com for your local times. Heartless Tillery, welcome. Good to see you here. I don't think I've seen you before. Oh, here we go. It's a scammer. Rick Ray, let's promote you. Come on in. I'll have to go over to YouTube and block that guy, or maybe somebody already did. I don't see it on YouTube. I see it on my streaming software, but I don't see it on YouTube. Did you guys see this one? This comment? I see it on my streaming software, but I don't see it on YouTube. Anyway, so we're looking at just 10 minutes into the into the opening of the Singapore and Shanghai, and looks like it was a typical fake out. Very typical, isn't it? We see that so many times. They push it one way for about 5 minutes and get everybody excited to say, "Okay, now it's reached an all-time high, so let's go short." And then they start going the real direction. Typical. That's why you want to be careful. Don't chase the candles. If you do take a trade, wait till the candle finishes. So how's the weekend for you guys? Did you hold any trades over the weekend? I really don't like to do that. I don't like to hold trades over the weekend. And for those of you that are new, you haven't seen me before, if you'd like to reach out to me, my Telegram is at Rick Ray FX. That's the main messaging service I use. If you want to reach out to me, you have any questions or inquiries, you want to know how to get started with forex trading, or you can check out my website, and that's rickray.com. Tons of information there about how to get started with forex trading. I wonder what the week is going to bring us this week. There we go. Well, this is another. I can get rid of that. We have another all-time high. It just amazing. So this is the starting point of the day. Generally, this is where the indicator that I use on MT5, it sets the pivot point for the day and the support and resistance. And we've already broken above two levels of resistance. And I've got one more up there according to my indicator. That's at what is it, 5108. I believe that's the last one. Yeah, 5108. Are we going to hit 5,100 today? Amazing. Boy, look at that candle. Amazing. Gold is just on a tear. This is, oh, incredible. Just incredible. I don't know what you can say about it. No stopping it. Yeah, oh yeah. It will pull back, Howard. It will. It always does. Maybe not in the Asian session, but it will. You certainly don't want to be chasing any candles now. Don't be buying now. It's crazy. When you go to the mall and you go shopping and everything is full price, you don't buy. When I go shopping, I like to look for a discount. I like to get a better price. I wait for the sale, wait for the sales to go on, like Christmas sale or discount sale or whatever you call it. I like to get a better price. And it's the same with trading. Why do you want to buy when it's so expensive? This will go on sale. It will go on sale. It will pull back. We will get a retracement. But for some reason, yeah, it's a good analogy, but for some reason we don't usually apply that to trading. Most retail traders see this big green candle and just click buy because of what? FOMO, fear of missing out. Don't want to miss out on this big move. Yeah, that's about where that, oh, 5060. Okay. So do you have a long trade on right now, Howard? Do you have a buy trade open? You're waiting. Is that your target? Your profit target? 5060? It's probably going to get there, maybe today. Who knows? You look at the lower time frame. Well, this is the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, but if you want, you're looking for an entry, yeah, you can go down to a lower time frame, the 5 minute or even the 1 minute. Or I think it was Raj last week was suggesting I look at the 15-second chart. I haven't looked at that yet. I will this week if I remember. I never look at the 15-second chart, but we can look at the 4 hour and see what we got. Oh, we got some all-time high. I usually mark an all-time high every time we get one every day. Look at that incredible run last week. Just amazing, just unbelievable. Never in history. What was this first candle last week? Was 40, 45.83. The first candle last week, 45.83, and now we're above 5,000. $500 move in 1 week. Unbelievable. 5,000 pips in 1 week. Oh God. And of course, if you look at the daily chart, you just go back as far as you want. Go back 2 years. Gold has been bullish for 2 years. Go back to the 15-minute chart. Clean this up a little bit. I have different charts on TradingView. I don't have to change the time frames. Uh, I use the application TradingView app, and that allows me to set up I think I have 8 different charts, each one on a different time frame. So I can just click the tab, and then it doesn't look so messy that way. Oh, man, look at this next candle. Incredible. What is that? 5053. Amazing. Oh, this is crazy. Yeah, it's gone. Well, let it go. You know, don't worry about it. Let it go. If we don't get a trade this morning, that's okay. I'm quite sure I won't be taking a trade in this Asian session today. No way. Just let it do what it's going to do. And when I have a trade set up according to my strategy, then I'll take a trade. But that's not going to happen today, at least not in the Asian session. Wow, that's just amazing. What was our low here? 40, started at 49.88. Yep. So it's gone up $50 just today. No, $60 today. Wow. Yeah, it's gone. So if you're new here and watching, let me know where you're watching from. And don't forget to like and share. So for those of you that can, you can watch me in the New York session today. I will definitely be here for the New York session, and that's when Wall Street opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know some of you it's too late, but I will definitely be here for that one. I had a really good session in last Friday in the New York session. I got a couple of good trades, did pretty well. Don't remember exactly what it was. I have to check my charts back here. What this was 8 o'clock. Yeah, we had a good bullish run in the U.S. session, and then after that, around about midnight, it just started to go sideways, and then you got some whipsaw, and then it kind of fizzled out when the U.S. session closed. But I had some good trades in here. This is when the U.S. when Wall Street opened right in here, so I had some good trades there. I haven't typically last year I didn't trade the New York session at all, as you guys know, but I've started trading that this year with a slightly different strategy, looking for a different type of trade setup, and I do share that chart. It's set up differently. I do share that chart in the New York session. Oh, that's interesting. Stochastic is now 100 on all time frames. I hadn't noticed that. I don't generally look at it too much. What am I seeing on my chart on TradingView? I've, on a 15-minute chart, I've got 94. On the 1 hour chart, we've got 97. On the 4 hour chart, we've got 96. And on the daily chart, 99 on the daily chart. So you could have your settings slightly different on your stochastic, Howard. Mine is, I believe mine is 1433. Yeah, 1433. So you could have slightly different settings that's giving you a little bit different reading, and that's fine if that's what you use. But we could say it doesn't matter if, slightly different reading, but we can say gold is overbought. That's what they like to say, overbought. So there'll probably be some traders I know that'll be going short right now. Point is that. Man, look at this go. $5,069. We might hit 5,100 in the next few minutes. Oh, crazy. Wow. Oh, it will close the gap eventually, Howard. Oh, yeah. If you look at The stochastic can stay up there for a long time. Absolutely. Don't take a trade based on the stochastic. That's crazy. If you look at the daily chart, it stays up there for a long, long time. And even sometimes on the 1 hour chart. Now pulling back a little bit. In fact, if we look at the daily chart, and yeah, you just look at the stochastic, anything supposedly anything above 80 is overbought. And we are above 80 right there. So that's 2 weeks it stayed above 80 on the daily chart. So definitely you don't want to never take a trade based on the stochastic. It's interesting to look at, but it's not it's not an entry guideline. It might give you confluence with two or three other things that you use, but don't take a trade based on stochastic or the RSI, which are basically the same thing. They're both oscillators. Well, that pullback didn't last very long. It's going up again. Oh, definitely. Yeah, entering long, if you go long now, it's definitely high risk. No question about that. I mean, it could just keep going, but we don't know that. And it's more important that you protect your capital than chasing trades. And it will come back. Nothing goes up forever. Nothing. It will come back. It will retrace. We will get a better entry price. We just have to be patient. 5074. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign out here. There's I'm not definitely not going to take any trade during this session. So that we're just sitting here watching candles go up and up and up and up. But sometimes that's the way it is. All right. So I will be back in the New York session. I'll be here tomorrow for the Asian session. I hope guys have a great day wherever you are, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like and share, and I'll see you again.